Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement as we are cruising along the highway of The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 4. But before we do, I need to share some thoughts about the last episode with Bill and Frank. I know it's called Long Time, but it's the Bill and Frank episode. Feel free to scroll ahead, scrolly. But if you stick around, cool. But here's the thing about the last episode. I don't know if it was Game of Thrones that kind of started this trend, definitely through Walking Dead, absolutely with Squid Game, where media shows created the shock and awe. They had to have those shock and awe moments to keep people talking, the water cooler moments, the trending moments, where people would say, oh my gosh, did you see that episode? That was crazy. What are they going to do now? Ah! So I was expecting that, because we're watching a show about a zombie apocalypse. And you hear, death at any corner. Here's these two guys. You're going to sob. Tragedy. So my head fills in that one or both of them will fall sick. One will have to kill the other to save themselves somehow, some way. Tragedy. We didn't get that at all. But I was kept expecting that jump scare of some sort, because I've been trained to do that. And because of that, I didn't appreciate a lot of the subtle moments that had happened. And it definitely took a second, third, sometimes fourth, watching to catch those beautiful moments. And when I'm sitting in traffic or just waiting for time to pass, random thoughts fill my brain. And of course, this episode took up a big chunk of them last week. But among those were, if not for this apocalypse, Bill and Frank would have never met. And they were the great loves of each other's lives. And it didn't matter that there was an apocalypse or not. Their ending would have been the same, which is also kind of sad and tragic, bittersweet. And how also, like, Bill was presented to be the strong one. He was the survivalist. He was the strategist. He was the protector. But I think, in my opinion, Frank was the strong one. And when he did take charge, just watching Nick Offerman, brilliant performance, where he would just suddenly shrink and get smaller, more hunched. He would just nod, okay, and he would just do what he was told. So there was this yin and yang with them. Bill kept them alive. Frank gave them a life, allowed them to live. And I think if Bill never found Frank, he would not have lived as long as he had. Because after a while, what do you have to live for? I think his soul would have withered away if he had been in that little town by himself. Like, he lasted 4 years pretty well. But I think subconsciously he knew that, which is why when Frank said, I'm hungry, please feed me. Bill didn't have to go make that meal that he did. He could have gave Frank a sandwich and said, here you go, pumpkin, on your way. But he didn't, because I think he knew also he needed something else to feed his soul. And that's what Frank did. And all that was beautiful and lovely. And I caught most of it, but I wasn't feeling it because I was waiting for the broccoli heads to attack, or the raiders to attack. So yeah. Now, I don't know if we're not going to, I've heard some point people say that episode 3 was the quietest of episodes. So now I don't know if I should be apprehensive or not. And you can see my shoulders already go, my voice goes crazy, because I don't want to be shocked and awed. I just like to be entertained. I don't know. We're here. You're here. The menage a trois is here. Thanks so much for being with me. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and get us going, except one last thing to say. Full episode watch along is available on Patreon. Ta-da! Would love to see you there. Okay, guys, let's get to it. This could only end in tears. Oh, jeez. That's the one thing with Ellie that is making me give her the side eye, which is, you're a child of the apocalypse, and you weren't taught. It does not appear she was taught any survival techniques, like being quiet, not playing with firearms, watching your surroundings, being aware of your surroundings, not just rushing ahead. And so sometimes she's almost borderline for me unlikable because she's a liability. And if you're a liability, you must go. So I question her upbringing, basically.
We have to do this every hour?
Gas breaks down over time. This stuff's almost water.
And they are in a gas guzzler.
Back in the day, we'd drive 10, 12 hours on one tank. You could go anywhere.
So where'd you go?
Cross Texas. Back again.
This is your fault then. It doesn't matter how much you push the envelope. It'll still be stationary.
Did she get a book of dad jokes?
I stayed up all night,
No.
wondering where the sun went. And then it dawned on me. Must have been some truck.
Yeah, they used to stick big-ass plows on them and clear the roads for their tanks and such.
I want to see a tank.
No, you don't.
Got something else. It's right on the reading, but it has some interesting pictures.
No. Put that back. That's not for kids.
How do
Ellie,
you even walk around with that thing?
please get rid of it.
Those are horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Why are all these pages stuck together?
Oh no, put it down.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, pumpkin.
Alone and forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord.
And they picked the right songs for this soundtrack.
She promised to honor, to love and obey.
Wow.
Is starting to bathe.
There's your tank, kid. Guess the novelty of riding in a vehicle is wearing off, eh?
All right, that's enough for today.
Yeah, it's gonna get dark.
What am I even eating?
That is 20-year-old Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That guy was good.
I actually agree.
If you have not seen it yet, watch the Food That Made Us Chef Boyardee episode. It's quite fascinating how they got their start.
So can we start a fire? I'm freezing.
Now, why am I going to tell you no?
Because infected will see the smoke.
No, fungus isn't that smart.
Other people will see you.
So what are they gonna do, rob us?
No, they will kill you.
Okay. Actually smells kind of good.
Well, that would be Frank's then.
When did Bill and Frank ever go camping or sleeping outside? Would they put up a little tent in the backyard, pretend they were on vacation? Or did they just have it for emergencies?
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You dick!
How do you keep a bagel from running away? Put locks on it. Paul Rubens.
There's no way anyone knows we're here, right? No one's gonna find us.
No one's going to find us.
I'd want to fall asleep right away, so the faster I slept, the faster I woke up. Mm-hmm. You cuddle up with that. He's not going to sleep for 3 days. Jeez.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Put the lid back on. It's not done.
Is that seriously what those Starbucks in the QZ used to sell?
Well, theirs was a lot fresher than what Bill saved up, but yeah, this is what they sold.
It smells like burnt shit.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like it too.
Tommy,
Younger or older?
younger.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
Is it longer than 25 hours? Because I think that's what we got.
Cut to 12 years later, outbreak happens. He convinces me to join a group making their way up to Boston, which I did. Mostly to keep an eye on him, keep him alive. And that whole crew, well, for what it was, it worked.
Were they raiders?
And then Tommy meets Marlene. She talks me into joining the Fireflies.
That's where Marlene came to the picture.
Of course, last I heard, he quit the Fireflies too. So now he's on his own out there, and I gotta go get him.
What if he doesn't want to be gotten?
Keep going for family. That's about it.
I'm not family.
No. Your cargo. But I made a promise to Tess.
Tess was family.
She was like family. You got up pretty early if you want to grab more sleep.
I'm not even tired.
Put on some more Linda Ronstadt. It would knock her right out. Well. Wow. 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 Fudge nuts. Wow. How do you get through that? So is that a 20-year-old massive crash or not quite so old? People trying to leave QZs and whatnot. How do you get up and over? How do you get up and over? And no one's tried to get up or through in the last 20 years. I wouldn't try burning my fuel trying to move the cars.
Screw it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Jog right around this tunnel. Take the next ramp. And we're back on the road minute tops.
I try to run out of this tunnel. There was an exit that way.
I can't tell from this. I'm all turned around.
Well, don't look at the state map. Look at the
I
inset.
don't know where we are in that either. This is my...
Just stop first. Just pause. Look at the map. Pause and look at the map.
Stop! Is that the QZ?
Oh no.
Where the fuck is Fedra?
Hey! Please help!
Oh no. Oh
Just
no.
seatbelt up.
We're going to run him over.
No.
Oh Jesus! Crap. There goes your windshield. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, shazbutt. Oh, this is more than a setback. This is terrible. This is a loss of very important inventory. I'm so upset right now.
They're not gonna hit you. Look at me! They're not gonna hit you.
So how are you gonna get out of this, Joel?
You motherfucker!
You're fucking around and finding out. That would be a good time. Get him now. Don't shoot Joel. Is that all of them? Oh, Jesus! Oh, she's gonna use her knife. Oh, and here she is exposing her back to the elements. And that is how also you shoot through the body to Joel.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's over. We're not fighting anymore. I'm gonna go home. I'll tell everyone you're good. I don't know what to do.
Because you're an idiot.
My mom isn't far. If you can get me to her.
Dude, you tried to kill me. Give him the gun. Give him the gun.
Wait.
This is the world you live in now, kid.
You can have it. It's a good knife.
Again, this is the world you live in.
No, we can just stop. Mom!
Let's go. Fast.
Right.
Now, Could you have taken a second to pull your extra valuables from the truck?
What else do you want me to say?
I don't know, the truth?
Kathleen.
Whiskey.
Henry Burrell. You know where Henry is.
This has gone too far. It has to stop.
It has to stop now, you mean? Now that you're in the cell. But before, people dying was okay. When you were safe and protected and ratting on your neighbors to Fedra.
They put a gun to my head. I delivered you.
What?
I never told them anything about your brother.
But Henry did. You think I won't do it?
But that still doesn't give you the information if he's dead. I think he's dead either way.
Who did this?
We think it was outsiders. We found a truck loaded.
Will he live? What if I had a doctor?
There's no chance.
Open it. This is Henry's work. Understand? And he won't stop until we stop him. Find every collaborator and kill them all.
Is this a faction that's like Firefly adjacent? More like stinging wasp instead of fireflies? And they're allowed to take over the street and Fedra hasn't stopped them in such a way? This is total chaos.
Are you okay?
Nope, because this is just another failure on his buffet of failures.
I know what it's like. First time that you hurt someone like that. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you really aren't.
I mean, it was my fault. You shouldn't have had to. And I'm sorry.
It wasn't my first time.
And
Finger off the trigger. Now, who taught you that?
Fedra school.
Figures. Look it.
I wouldn't be laughing because that's probably what's going to happen. Someone's going to try to take it from you. Don't point it at him.
Uh-uh. You put it in your pack. You shoot your damn ass off.
It's not a toy. Don't put it in your pocket. Is that little tidbit gonna come back later with the gun in her pocket?
What?
Are they out of provisions?
Fuck. Fuck.
When do we tell the others?
Not yet.
What are you gonna tell the others?
What we have to handle. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Straighten up. I got you.
And then just fall down the other side.
Where'd you be without me, huh?
Why now, Wyoming?
I can't believe they lost everything. I can't believe they lost everything.
But no. Not all the way.
How far?
As far as I can make it.
And you think that building might be empty?
Did you kill innocent people?
Yes.
Oh,
33 floors, that's good.
it's gonna have to be.
Come on.
Give me a minute.
Just nap right there. Well, that's an alarm system for you.
I don't want someone sneaking up on us while we're sleeping.
You sure you're gonna hear it?
Of course I'll hear it. That's the damn point.
Okay.
How are they gonna get to Wyoming now? Walk? Walk the whole way? The other 20-some hours? Plus?
When we were talking about hurting people, what did you mean it wasn't your first time?
Only now he's getting around to asking?
I don't want to talk about it. The reason I asked whether you'd hear the glass or not is because I've noticed you don't hear too well from your right side. Joel? Did you know diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes.
Did she memorize the book?
That is so goddamn stupid.
You laughed, motherfucker.
I didn't laugh.
Joel!
Somebody climbed up all 33 steps, all 33 flights. They climbed up 33 flights. They climbed up 33 flights or floors. They climbed a lot. They climbed a lot. Well, that was a tense 24 hours. Plus, and we've got new players on the field. Who they are and what they are and why they are unknown at this time. And it is a chaos. This is a world of chaos where people aren't living, they're just existing, struggling, or it's not even like let's just get through the day. It's like let's just get through the hour, and that constant resetting of, am I gonna die this hour? No, cool. Let me get to the next hour. That's exhausting. It's exhausting. And Fedra just lets them roam like that. Because Boston seemed to be pretty quick with the government on whatever was happening. This one we saw no. I think we didn't see any signs of Fedra. Do we want to see Fedra though? I don't know. It is the, I don't want to say the dregs of humanity, but it is the granules. They have, the life as we know it has boiled down to just the raw sewage. Does anything fertile and useful rise to the top and survive amongst all this shit? It's not. And so I wonder, those of you who played the game, what is the purpose of the game? Is it just to merely survive? Or is it to actually find a cure? Yeah, what's the end? Where do we get to? Do we get to a paradise? Do we get to an island where we can just live and be free? Or is it just, or is it like, I could say Why the Last Man, because it's the one thing that's coming to mind. Finding something to end whatever this horrible apocalypse is. I guess The Walking Dead. I've never watched The Walking Dead. Not even starting there. Was there a look for a cure? So yeah, what's the point? I need joy, I need light, I need art. And this is, while done very well, fuck me, yeah. How did they get out of this? And who climbed up 33 floors and found them? Picked the right floor. I wonder if they saw their lights in the windows going, somebody's up there. But mother truckers. Okay. Yeah, where do we go next? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna watch something light and fluffy. watch Gogglebox. Gogglebox makes me laugh. And then I'm going to encourage you to take care of yourselves. As always, be safe, be sane, take your vitamins, stay hydrated, and then you're gonna come back and see the next video in the queue, yeah? Yes, please. Thank you so much, guys. And until next time.